live.
All right, welcome Cobra baseball fans. I keep saying, I can't stop saying the football part. I'm ready for football, but we're just deep in baseball right now. Will LaRue here with Wes Unger here at Cobra Field as your Cobras are hosting the Rice Raiders on this beautiful Saturday afternoon of baseball.
Yeah, you really can't ask for better weather than this. Got a win that can help out the batting for sure. Maybe a couple kids might get a home run today or something.
Yeah, take advantage of it today. Everybody that's ever been to Cobra Field or played baseball here at Cobra Field knows it's extremely hard to go out with that wind blowing hard from left field. It's real hard to pull one, but today, wind blowing slightly out of the field today. So the Cobras, if anybody gets a hold of one, they may be able to get one over that wall.
Have that chance.
Yep.
Have that chance today.
I'm sure there's a few kids out there that want to try it for sure.
Yeah. So we might see a lot of balls getting pulled down.
Well, I will agree with you, Wes, especially after on Tuesday night's game in Edna. The Cobras really went off. I mean, they had a ton of hits. Some had multiple hit games. Heck, we batted around a couple of times in several innings. Major Rue had 5 RBIs in that game, and he's a leadoff.
Yeah.
He's the leadoff. That just goes to tell you how well the Cobras were hitting last week and Tuesdays. They routed the Edna Cowboys 13-1. Jace Cheney got the win on that game, and today we're going to have Kason Williams, the senior, is going to get the start on the bump.
Yeah, that Edna game, Will, that was pretty impressive. Like we talked before the Edna game, when batting it can get extremely contagious. We saw that firsthand Tuesday night there in Edna, watching them. Batting around several innings, base hits after base hits, RBIs after RBIs. Couldn't ask for much better batting, and then it almost kind of looked like it was just batting practice out there for a little while.
Yeah, no, they definitely enjoyed themselves. They were having a whole lot of fun in that dugout. Kids were having a blast. So it was good to see them turn that around, especially how they started district, with the 0-2. And now Cobras are 2-2, sitting at 4th place in the district standings, currently sitting at 4th place in the district standings. Rice is 1-3 on the year, kind of tied down there at the bottom with a couple of other teams. Let me get to my...
Yeah, well, as you look that up, yeah, we are 4th in district right now, but we did have a rough start with the first 2 games coming into district. It's kind of getting the feel that we're kind of starting to settle down now that we've gotten a couple games in. Had the Edna game, did really well. Coming into this game, looking to do really well also, and then kind of just feed off of that the rest of the district.
Yeah, currently right now, Columbus stands at the top, 5-0. They're undefeated in district. Hallettsville coming in 4-1. The Tidehaven Tigers are 3-2. Industrial's 2-2, and Palacios is 2-3. So with a win today, being that Palacios beat the Cobras earlier in district play, they kind of hold that lead over the Cobras right now. But if the Cobras do come out and win this ball game today, they will hold that 4th place seating outright.
Yeah, holding that 4th place. And who do we have next? What is it, Tuesday? I think we play.
You would ask me that, Wes.
Yeah, I try to catch you off guard every once in a while.
Yeah, I got it right here. We are playing Hallettsville here at home on Tuesday. The Cobras are going to host Hallettsville Tuesday at home. And then they're going to host Tidehaven. Right now, the schedule still says Friday, but that is Good Friday. I'm sure the game got moved. We just haven't heard anything yet.
You would think it'd probably get moved to Thursday rather than Saturday being Easter weekend and
more than
stuff like
likely.
that. So maybe they'll push it up a day and play on Thursday.
Yeah. Well, the coaches just had their plate meeting, so I'm sure we're going to be going to the announcements as we hear the starters for today's game. So we'll go ahead and back up and allow the announcers to go ahead and let you guys know who you're going to be seeing out here tonight.
Starting lineup for your hometown Industrial Cobra. Batting first, number 13, second baseman, Major LaRue. Batting second, first baseman, number 6, Jace Cheney. Batting third, shortstop, number 3, Nick Kuchler. Behind the plate, number 20, Sam Kurtz. Third base, number 12, Cooper Martin. Batting sixth, center field, number 1, Cooper Francis. Batting seventh, on the mound, number 15, Kason Williams. Batting eighth, right fielder, number 9, Bryce Warren. Batting ninth, left fielder, number 2, Aiden Yanish. If you would now please rise, remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
And you heard him. It's time to play ball. Here on starting on defense, like I said, Kason Williams is going to be on the mound, followed by behind the plate. That's going to be Sam Kurtz, Jace Cheney at first base. Major LaRue is second. Shortstop is going to be Nick Kuchler. Starting at third today is Cooper Martin. Left field, Aiden Yanish, junior freshman. In center field is Cooper Francis, and in right field, junior Bryce Warren.
Running a little behind here, Will.
That's all right, Wes. We ain't going to fire you yet. I promise.
Yeah, I know you won't.
No, appreciate Wes coming out here, spending a Saturday out here in the ball field with us.
There we go. We got it now. Just had to change a couple things. There's your starting lineup, folks. Their starting positions, folks.
Kason Williams, a lone senior on the active roster right now. Cade Quebec is still in street clothes as of today. Sam Kurtz throws that one down to second. And we get started as number 18, Johnson, for the Rice Raiders, is going to be leading off.
Yeah, with Cade out, these guys, you saw last week, Cade being out, they did truly step up to the plate and kind of fill in. That's a pretty big pair of shoes to fill right there. So.
Williams delivers first pitch. Is going to be a ball high. Second pitch is going to be a strike. It's going to be popped up and find a little bit of green grass out there in left field. So the Raiders get on. Their leadoff batter gets on with a single. First pitch in, delivered is a strike.
Yeah, that strike right there is going to bring a little confidence to Kaysen now that he's first batter got on base, get a strike on this next batter. And
ball inside. Ball's just going to miss that outside corner. 2-1 is the count. Batting for the Raiders is Mills. Johnson not getting a big lead over there. Sam Kurtz is going to bounce out. He's got him down over there, and he's dead to rights, and that is a pickoff. Johnson did not get back underneath that tag. Cheney was able to slap it down for out number 1.
You know, Will, right there, it almost looked like the Johnson there on first base kind of thought the ball got past Kurtz. So he went ahead and took that extra lead and paid off in the end for the Cobras.
3-1 count. Pitch is delivered. A great pitch. Just cut in on the inside there. Mills thought that was just a little too far inside, but that's going to bring the count to full. Great block by Kurtz there, but that's going to draw the walk. Mills is going to another base runner for the Raiders. Haley up to bat. Third hole hitter for the Raiders. This ball's going to go away and low. Ball 1. Ground ball is foul to the third base side there. Count 1-1. Raiders not really getting a big lead at first. Mills kind of staying a little close to that bag.
Yeah, it's not a huge lead. I mean, you got a 2-step lead there on first base.
This one's going to be popped to center field. Cooper Francis is there. Puts that one away for out number 2 here in the top of the first.
You know, little pop outs. It's kind of what you kind of want from a pitcher also. Just throw ground balls and pop outs.
Yeah, let the defense play. It's that old saying we've always said, cannot defend walks.
You can't.
Unless they get too far off the bag and you got Sam Kurtz back pick them there.
Yeah. That's one way to get it right there.
Mills is going to go, but this is going to be popped foul by out of play. See what the call is here again if they're going to try to test it. Williams may want to throw back over to first. He does give him a look this time. Ball outside. Count is 1-1.
You know, over there taking his lead on first, you know, if he's going to attempt to steal, you think he'd try to get a little better, inch a little more out there and kind of get a better jump. But
curveball dives in, swing and a miss. 1-2. Good pitch there by number 15. Williams started developing a little bit of these off speeds and breaking balls here this season.
You could do a lot of damage with any kind of ball.
Mills is going again, but this one's going to be fouled out of play.
Yeah, a lot of times, well, you ain't got to be the hardest thrower, but if you have good movement on your balls, you can do a lot of damage on it.
That's right. Biggest thing is throw strikes.
Throw strikes. Especially
strikes.
If you have a lot of movement, just let it fall into a strike.
Yeah, and the Cobras got a great defense back here behind him. A lot of strong arms behind Williams. This one's going to be
Runner
inside.
goes.
Kurtz is going to fire it downfield, and he got him. That's going to be the third out. And again, we were talking about that, Wes, just not getting that big lead, testing the arm of the catcher right there. Ends up paying the Owls, and they get out of this inning. We're heading over to the bottom of the first. One left on, one hit. We'll be right back with the Cobras hitting. You're watching Cobra Baseball on the Cobra Sports Network.
Best network anywhere.
Whatever it is you wrangle, whatever seeds you sow, no matter what you nurture or what you choose to grow, at Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, we're proud to protect all Texans.
At Capital Farm Credit, our cooperative returns are a symbol of our strong partnership with you.
So one of the unique things about Capital Farm Credit is the cooperative nature of it. And then when you get that patronage check once a year, we put that money right back into the land.
Together, we're better.
We're back.
Welcome back, Cobra fans. We're here as Major LaRue gets set to lead off for the Cobras. The leadoff batter. On Tuesday, LaRue was 3 for 3 with 2 walks, 5 RBIs, and a run scored. So, like we were talking a little bit about the Cobras going off on Tuesday, with the amount of hits that they had. Let's see if that trend continues here today.
What a great day at the plate.
It really
5
was.
RBIs. I mean, especially you really don't see that before a leadoff hitter at that. You got to think a lot of times he's batting off with nobody on base.
Well, he did bat twice in the first inning, so.
Yeah. At first and third was our ticket last week.
That was it. We'll see if we keep
First and third
continue
was
that
the
trend here. On the mound for the Rice Raiders is Drilling.
Well, that's a cool last
It
name.
is.
for a
I believe
pitcher.
that's the name. I'm almost positive that's what they said.
Yeah, that's either a good football player name, last name, or
Update from the softball field. The Industrial Cobra girls win their district matchup by a score of 10-0 over the Raiders.
So softball just get that update. They won 10-0. Run ruled the Rice Raiders over there across the field here. See if that trend continues.
yeah,
We are scoreless here.
Number 13, second baseman, Major LaRue.
It's going to be ball one outside. LaRue takes that first one.
It's way to be patient, just kind of see what your pitcher's got.
Ball does catch that corner there for a called strike on the outside. That's what you want out of your leadoff pitch hitter, though. You want to see some pitches, see what that pitcher's throwing. This one's going to be high. He's going to get on top of it. The root will be put away. Ground ball to third base. Just went after a high fastball there and just unable to. Chopping at it and hitting him right into the ground. Third base, easy play for the third baseman. Up next is going to be Cheney, first baseman. Only left-handed hitter in this Cobra lineup. It's going to be strike one on Cheney called.
That ball did look. I'm sitting right behind home plate, Will, and it did look a little inside to me, but.
Cheney offers is going to be fouled back. 0-2 is the count. Cheney quickly behind. Kuchar waiting for his chance on deck. That outside pitch, full Cheney swings and misses. Out number 2 for the Cobras. Up through hitter, Nick Kuchler. Nick hit the ball extremely well, and Edna just hit it right at him. You remember? I mean, he was
Sometimes that
hammering the
happens at a
base.
batter, though, if
He
you
was
make it-
hammering the ball, though. Wes just hitting it right to where they were. A slider that breaks inside. Kuchler fouls this one off the third base side. Strike one.
Again, this, 4 or 5 days later, he's still, first pitch, still making contact.
Nice pitch there by Drilling. Kuchler just underneath it. 0-2. Catcher's going to set up outside. Going to miss way off the line. Drilling hoping that Kuchler was going to chase something out there. Kuchler stays disciplined. Doesn't offer there. Counts 1-2. Ball's going to bounce in. Catcher scoops that one up. 2-2 is the count now. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. Scoreless.
See if Nick can get something going here.
That one's going to be low. Count is now full. Sam Kurtz, the catcher, waiting on deck. Drilling out of the windup. That's going to be off the plate. Nick Kuchler draws a walk. First base runner for the Cobras here in the bottom of the first. That brings up Sam Kurtz. Kurtz, another Cobra hitter in that Edna game, hit a couple hard balls right at him. Had an RBI, run scored. Ball's going to be high. Ball 1 to Kurtz. Kuchler, a real savvy base runner, very, very fast as well, very speedy. See if you try to get him over to second. He is going to get a lead. Dives back in under the tag.
Will, that is one thing about this. I mean, pretty much our whole lineup does have speed, especially on the bases.
Great secondary lead by Kuchler. Catcher blocks that ball in the dirt here. Forces Kuchler to hold up and go back to first. Count is 2-0 to Kurtz. Kurtz fouls this one over the first base side. Out of play. 2-1. Rice is going to go with the old 2-4-3 pitch right now.
2-4-3.
Oh, the pitch. Catchers all have. Wes, I didn't even notice it until just right now. Look at the catcher behind the plate. A left-handed catcher.
Yeah. I've been watching it too, and I'm like, that's
A left-handed catcher.
yeah.
3-1 is a count. Sam Kurtz is going to call time.
We could play a game ourselves here, Will. We could try to figure out their pitches by their numbers.
That's too much thinking, Wes.
It is.
Kurt's going to foul this one back as well. That's going to bring the count to full.
I was never no good at card reading, so counting numbers like that just kind of is out of my game. It'd be fun to try.
Full count, 2 outs. Kuchler will be moving on the pitch. Foul back. Again, Kurtz staying alive. 6th pitch in this at-bat.
Working the pitcher, getting the pitcher's pitch count up also in the first inning is a good sign there. Bringing the count to full and then keep fouling them on.
There goes Kuchler, and this ball's going to be in the dirt. Kurtz draws a walk. Back-to-back walks for the Cobras. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. It's going to bring up Junior Cooper Martin, junior third baseman.
Junior.
Another extremely speedy guy. He got on, beat out a couple infield hits on Tuesday against Ball's going to be outside, gets away from the catcher. That is going to advance both base runners, second and third. Martin steps back into the box with a 1-0 count.
The speed of Kurtz back there, we have, I mean, something in the green. Something in the outfield will usually play in our favor and score 2.
Drilling fires that one into the dirt. Good job by the catcher to block that. Counts 2-0. Real close. Cooper takes that one for ball 3, 3-0 count. Looks down third base. Old Medina gives him the old number 1.
Number 1.
The old number 1. Gonna get that bunt out. It's gonna be a fake. He's falling right back into the catcher's face. Great job on that. But that is gonna fall in for strike 1. Counts 3-1. When you do that fake bunt, you always want to kind of drag that bat right back into the catcher's face, trying to help
take the view
miss.
away.
Yeah, and that was gonna hit Cooper Martin dead ball.
It would have been ball 4 regardless.
Cooper doesn't get out of the way of balls.
Cooper being
He's gonna
Cooper,
get hit.
he's not going to get out of the way.
It's going to bring up freshman center fielder number 1, Cooper Francis. Bases loaded. Cooper, another very savvy baseball player. Seeing how far back some of the infield is playing. I know it is 2 outs, but what they don't realize is how well
speed.
Cooper can get the bunt down.
Definitely speed on the bases, too.
Oh, we'll see. Ball's going to be thrown way outside. Catcher does a great job reeling that one in for ball 1. On deck is the pitcher, Kason Williams. That's going to be inside, ball 2 to the freshman. Drilling started off with 2 outs right off the top, 1-2, and just has been struggling with 2 back-to-back walks and a hit by pitcher now. That one's going to get in, barely grabs a hold of that corner there for 2-1 count. Strike 1 on Cooper Francis. A little too far inside. That's going to be 3-1 count here.
Three 1 count. Just be patient up there. You got bases loaded.
Yeah, pitcher's got to come to you right here, and if he doesn't, you're just going to take anyway. That's going to be off. Cooper draws the walk. RBI walk there for the freshman. That's going to be score Kuchler.
Now batting, pitcher number 15, Mason Williams.
Well, it looks like the Rice is going to take a timeout and kind of give a little chat, kind of settle down the pitcher this time. Bases loaded.
Well, why they take a timeout, Wes, we need to talk about a very special individual here. Go ahead and bring him up on the board, right? How about Cole Powell, man?
Cole Powell. That's
Third place at state in powerlifting.
Cobra strength right there.
I'm telling you, man, proud of that kid. Putting in the work, long hours, up here early in the morning, staying late after school, and just look at all that hard work is paid off for that young man.
Looking at his numbers.
Yeah.
650 for the squat, a 500-pound bench.
Yeah, that's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
And 575 pounds. That shows him for messing with all those hogs at his grandpa's hog farm all the time.
Williams fires one to deep center. There is a guy. It's going to be over his head. That's got to be bases clearing right there as they bring in. Martin touches home plate. Williams is still going to third. He's going to be held up there, but a bases clearing triple by the senior pitcher. Way to help his cause out.
Yeah, that'll give you some more confidence on the mound right there.
Oh, yeah.
Going to bring Bryce Warren now to the plate. Go ahead and get a pinch run.
A courtesy run. That's going to be LaRue. Little Big LaRue's going to come out.
Little Big LaRue. There you go.
Up to bat now is going to be Bryce Warren, the junior right fielder. He's going to take strike 1.
You know, Will starting out, first 2 batters are out. and then rallying back on this and, making it all the way to the
hard shot down the third base line, right over the third baseman. That's going to bring in LaRue. Great RBI single there by Warren. LaRue courtesy running for Williams getting in.
Here we are again, first inning. Bats are starting to work. We're getting close to the end of the lineup again. We're at the end of the lineup, I should say. See if we can go ahead and just bat around again.
9-hole hitter right here, Aiden Yanish. You're right, leadoff. Major LaRue is on deck. That ball's going to be high and inside for ball one. The junior left fielder.
With a lot of speed.
Yeah, ton of speed.
With a ton of speed.
That's going to be called strike. 1-1 is the count. Ball's going to be outside. Warren getting an aggressive secondary lead there. Draws the attention of the Rice catcher, but elects to not fire down the first baseline. Warren gets back in. Count is 2-1 to Yanish. That was going to be a called strike. Good low pitch there. 2-2 is the count. Bounces away from the catcher. Warren's going to go ahead and take second. Great read by the junior.
Definitely, he did. Saw the catcher go down and block the ball. Kind of ball got out of the catcher's hands. That's why you go ahead and take your secondary lead and just go ahead and proceed to second base.
Yanish draws a full count here. Runner at second base. Cobra's leading at 5-0. Bottom of the first. Ball's going to trail away. Yanish draws a walk. And here we go.
Here we go.
Batting around again for the second time this week.
Sounds familiar.
Yes, it does. It's going to bring up Major LaRue. He grounded out to third base in his first at bat this inning. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first.
There we go.
That's going to be high and inside. LaRue's going to bail out. And Warren gets in under the tag there. Great move by the pitcher, actually. I didn't realize he was going to go back, but they almost caught him. But Bryce, savvy baseball player, is able to get back in under that tag. 1-0 delivery to LaRue. Ball's going to be high. 2-0. Yanish at first base. Bryce Warren, second base. 2 outs. You're going to go back over there again. Warren's going to dive in.
Yeah, he must be really nervous about Bryce over there. He keeps either that or he don't like the pitch that the coach is calling.
Well, he's been Drillin's been struggling a little bit at the mound, trying to get strikes in here, so he's trying to find outs wherever he can. Maybe catches somebody slipping. LaRue's going to miss that inside pitch. Going to pop up. First baseman's going to put him away for the second time in this inning. The Cobras score 5 at the bottom of the first, though, on hits. Triple by Williams and a hit by Bryce Warren. That's what scored them all right there. We're going to come back at you at the top of the second. Williams is back up on the mound. We'll be right back. You're watching Cobra Baseball on the Cobra Sports Network.
Best network anyway.
Commitment to community service. It's a mission the First State Bank employees have lived by for more than 60 years. By continuously volunteering, sponsoring school fundraisers, and engaging in community service projects, the First State Bank not only lives its mission, it lives up to its motto, friendliest bank anywhere. So call, stop in, or visit fsblouise.com today and get to know the friendly bankers who are making a positive impact in your community. Eat 'em up, snakes. The First State Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
off the top of the second for the Raiders.
And we're back.
We're back with a great first inning for the Cobras.
Yeah, so number 9, Trent, was the one batting when Kurtz threw down and caught Haley trying to steal, or excuse me, Mills trying to steal, rather. So number 9 is going to step back into the box and lead off this inning again. He's going to take the first one for strike 1 called. Williams dealing with a lot of confidence right now with that 5-0 lead.
Yeah, it does give a pitcher a lot of confidence when your bats start working.
Yeah, sure.
You can kind of relax a little more. It's not a real tight game.
1-1 delivery. Going to miss outside. Same spot as the last pitch. Going to bring it 2-0. Or excuse me, 2-1 count. How about the day, though, Wes? We had a lot of rain this week and just dried up. Got the field looking really good out here today. Weather's wonderful. Perfect baseball weather. Nice and cool. That was going to be called strike 2-2.
Yeah, it's not too terribly of a hot day. It's just right there, mediocre. Great day.
Yeah, great day to
Clear
get out.
skies, too.
But, yeah, great day for. I was going to miss outside, bring the count to full. Great day all the way around because, heck, it's Little League opening ceremonies out in Inez today.
You got opening ceremony out there, and you got game here. You had the girls' game earlier. They won 10-run rule in that game. Shot
to left field. Aiden Yanish is there, makes the catch.
Now batting the pitcher, number 1, Aaron Drillett.
Yanish makes the catch for the first out. That's going to bring up the pitcher, number 1, Drilling.
Drilling.
I'm sure he's ready to drill this ball.
To drill the ball, yeah. I'd say pretty impressive last name. Ball outside.
That ball is going to just miss outside, just tailing out to that outside corner. 1-0. Drilling's going to offer, but misses underneath that one. Counts 1-1. Got a slight breeze blowing out of right field right now. The flag is barely moving out there. Another one just misses off the plate. 2-1 count.
Or we can try to figure out our coach's score. This is 241 coming at you right here.
This one's going to be popped up to third base side. It is playable there for Martin. He settles underneath it and makes the catch for the second out of the inning.
So 241 looked like a fastball.
Yeah, inside.
Inside fastball.
It's going to bring up number 11, Johnson. This is his first at-bat. Williams delivers low for ball 1.
2-2-1? It's got to be some kind of breaking ball.
Now, this is going to just miss off the plate. I'm liking that pitch, Wes, but I guess it's just barely missing.
It's a little,
he's been
just
consistent.
a hair low, too, right there.
He's been consistent with it. I'm going to give him that. I do like how that pitch is coming in. That one's going to be shot down foul. Third base side.
That third base coach over there was doing the hokey pokey there for a little bit, trying to figure out the ball.
Ball died a little bit in this natural grass here. You know, everyone going to turf, you know, it's nice to play. I've always liked a natural field.
Yes, especially in baseball for sure.
Another foul ball out of play. Third base side, 2-2. No, you're right. The only thing that just gets aggravating is the fact when you have to cancel games. We were worried, we were concerned not being able to play this game with the amount of rain that they got.
Yeah, we did get a lot of rain.
This one's going to be popped up to left field. Giannis is tracking it, settled underneath and makes the out. 1, 2, 3. The Raiders go down in order here. Kason Williams on the mound, letting the defense play. Cobras leading at 5-0. We're going to be back at the bottom of the second. Chase Chaney coming up for his second at-bat. We'll be right back. You're watching Cobra Baseball on the Cobra Sports Network.
Best network anywhere.
Jace Cheney, the junior first baseman, coming up for his second at bat this game. Cheney struck out in the first inning. Saw 3 pitches. Drilling was really firing him in there, and then just after that, he struggled on the mound, working a lot of full counts, ended up giving up several walks, and a hit batter.
Seems like he got really uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Towards the end.
High fastball that gets in there underneath Cheney's bat. Strike 1.
Yeah, he kind of got uneasy, started pitching balls, and then it just kind of went down from there.
Fouled right back to the screen. Cheney barely misses that one for an 0-2 count. So again, same scenario as in the first inning. Cheney's gonna miss. And that low fastball just kind of died out there, full Cheney a little bit. Out number 1. So I'm gonna bring up Nick Kuchler. Nick Kuchler started off 0-2 as well. A couple balls fouled off. They ended up drawing that lead or that walk, being the first base runner for the Cobras in the first inning. This ball's gonna bounce outside for ball 1. Kuchler later scored on the RBI walk by Francis. Kuchler's gonna fire this one into left field. It's gonna bounce in for a base hit. Single by Kuchler. Gets on again. Second consecutive at-bat. That brings up the catcher, junior Sammy Kurtz. Kurtz had a walk as well in the first inning and scored a run. Going to drop in low for ball 1 to Kurtz. 1 out here, bottom of the second. Cobras leading at 5-0.
You know, kind of with the lead right there, Will. Kind of with the speed that Nick has, it kind of would test the catcher's arm here.
And that ball is going to be out, or excuse me, just grab the corner of the plate there for strike 1. 1-1 to Kurtz. Ball outside. Catcher corrals that one. 2-1's a count. Looks down to Kuchler, seeing what he's doing. Back in, and Kuchler is 33, doing the old like he acted like he missed it. Took off running. Didn't fool Kuchler though. He's played a few of these ball games.
At first, I thought he did miss it at first, just because the ball was kind of high going over there.
That breaking ball gets in there for strike 2. 2-2 to Kurtz. It's a good pitch by Drilling. This is nothing you can really do with that pitch unless you try to foul that off with 2 strikes.
Yeah.
Kurtz fouls that one out of play. Kuchler takes his lead again. Kurtz settles to see pitch number 6. This one's going to be into the gap. Great read by Kuchler. He should be coming home. Kurtz is looking 3 right now, and he is going. He's going to get in there safely. Everybody, great RBI triple by the catcher, Sammy Kurtz.
What a well struck ball there, Will. Kind of caught him off guard, hit the gap, out to the fence, and proceeded for the stand-up triple. It's going to bring the score to 6-0 now for the Cobras over top of your Rice Raiders.
So bring up your junior third baseman, Cooper Martin. He was a hit by pitch in the first inning. This one's going to go in ball high. He scored on that triple by Williams. Score is now 6-0 with that triple by Sam Kurtz. Martin's going to foul this one out of play. Strike 1. 1-1. Logan Densman is the courtesy runner for Sam Kurtz.
Okay.
Martin fouls this one back too. Very deceiving ball. That one bottom just kind of fell out of it as well. A little off speed there.
It really did.
Martin just barely getting a piece of it. 1-2 is the count. Martin's going to offer to that one. He's hit on a line. Center fielder is going to get underneath that one, makes the out, but we do have a tag up RBI sac fly there for Cooper Martin. Logan Densman comes in on that tag up.
Batting number 1, center fielder Cooper Francis.
RBI City out here. Cooper Francis had an RBI on that RBI walk in the first inning and scored a run. 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Your Cobras leading at 7-0. Francis drives a ground ball to third base, fielded, and he is put out for the third out.
No errors. Nobody left on base. Cobras lead this by a score of 7-0 after 2 innings.
Well, you heard old Wade Quebeca saying it all right there. Cobras do get 2 on that. Leave nobody on. Leading at 7-0 right here. We'll be back with the top of the third. Casey Williams should be back on the mound. You're watching Cobra Baseball on the Cobra Sports Network.
Best network anywhere.
And we're back. Leading off for the Rice Raiders. The first time we'll see number 3. That's going to be Sanford. Raiders have gone down in order. 1-2-3, 1-2-3. Actually, the first inning a little bit funny because runner actually caught stealing. So, but either way, we've only seen 6 batters out of this Rice lineup right here. This is going to be number 7. Sanford offers at the first pitch. It's going to be popped up in the infield. Number 3, Nick Kuchler, is going to put him away, throw it around the infield for out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out. I like those, Wes.
Yeah, that's what you want. That's what you want. 1 pitch, 1 out. Keep the pitch count down. Oh, it'd be nice if I put the scoreboard up there.
Number 5, Fuller, steps in. Another offer. This one's going to be right over our equipment.
Come on.
Fouled right back at us. He didn't like that comment you made about 1 pitch, 1 out.
I know. He didn't
Trying
like
to hit you.
He's trying to come back at me now. I almost got him to try to give me a snow cone. I don't know if we got snow cones tonight.
Strike 1, Fuller. Williams delivers another one, fires right back at the net.
Yeah, he's making it known to me that he didn't like the 1 pitch.
Fuller quickly behind 0-2 in the count. I like how Sam Kurtz came up there and just gave a quick look in the camera.
Did he? I didn't think.
Great job blocking back there. Ball 1.
I didn't think he did.
Wave hi to the fans at home.
Yeah.
Appreciate everybody watching today. A lot of folks going to make it out because the Little League opening ceremonies is going to get away. 2-2 is the count. Ball low. Brings the count to full. Fuller has a full count.
Impressive. We got Driller, Fuller with full count.
This is going to be low. Fuller does draw that walk. First base runner for the Raiders since the first inning. That's going to bring up the second baseman, Darren Brown. Number 9 hole hitter here.
See if your Cobras can roll up a double play here and sit them down 1-2-3 again.
That's going to be a called strike to Brown. You know, Raiders not really threatening to steal, and if they are, they just don't get a very aggressive lead. Fuller finally getting a couple more steps than he did on that last one. This one's going to get outside. Kurt's going to corral that one in. Count's going to go 1-1. 1 out here in the top of the third. Cobras leading at 7-0. Williams fires back over to first base. Fuller dives in under the tag.
You know, maybe that's what they're waiting on, just to see, okay, I have plenty of time to get back. I'm going to try to get a little more.
Williams looks over and deliver this pitch. Great pitch right at the knees, right on the inside corner. Brown takes that one. Count is now 1-2. Williams delivers again, just misses. That's that same one we were talking about, Wes. But the umpire behind the plate, he's been consistent with that. So I'm not sure if we're missing too low. Pick it up just a bit. This one be driven right into center field. Francis is going to be on it quick. Only going to advance the Fuller over to second base. Brown gets on for a single first.
O.J. Johnson.
Leadoff hitter Johnson, he hit the ball to left field in the first at-bat, first inning, then was later back-picked at first.
Right, he was. Got picked off by Sam Kurtz.
Williams misses in. Ball 1. Left-handed hitter for the Rice Raiders. Digs in. This is going to be hit up the middle. Double play ball. Kuchar's going to take it himself. Does not get Speedy Johnson getting down to first base. Got runners at the corners for the Raiders. Fielder's choice. Brown out at trying to advance the second.
Yo, 7-0, Will. If the runner goes to second, do you try to get him?
I would.
I would.
But we're going to go ahead and hit this guy.
We're going to try to make it easy and make it a force at every
Yeah,
bag.
why not? Do it. Mills did reach on a walk in that first inning and be hit by pitch here. Bases are loaded. For the Raiders, that brings up the 3-hole hitter, Haley, who flew out to center field in the first. He only saw 3 pitches, Wes.
Yes, we'll see. Might be a very aggressive hitter. I guess we'll see here if he's going to see some more. But
He got a little power. Good, solid young man. He did drive one out to center field already. He's going to get in on the handle. It's going to get just over Kuchler. And that's going to score 2 runs.
it's going to bring your score to 7-2 now. Cobra's over top of the Rice Raiders.
It's going to be up Trank. He's going to foul this one right back. He's seen the most pitches out of the Raiders. He's had almost 2 at-bats. He lined out to left field
Almost
in the
two-at-bats.
second. Right. He lined out to left field in the second inning.
That's right, he did. He was a leadoff batter in the second inning. If I do remember right.
Big round ball. Martin's going to catch it, field it, touch the third base, and that will be the final out of this inning. But the Raiders get 2 on a little looper that dives into left field by by Haley. 7-2 right now. We'll be right back with your Cobras hitting again. Leading off will be pitcher Williams, Warren, and Yanish. You're watching Cobra Baseball on the Cobra Sports Network.
Best network.
Welcome back, Cobra fans. We are here at Cobra Field as your Cobras are hosting the Rice Raiders. Up to bat right now is Kason Williams, the senior pitcher, had a triple in the first inning, driving in 3 runs.
Yeah, base clearing, stand-up triple. That's kind of what started off the scoring there.
This one's going to be high inside. Williams just barely misses. I don't know how that didn't hit him.
I thought it did.
Drilling is still the pitcher for the Raiders. Got a little bullpen action going on for the Cobras right now. Ball outside for Drilling. It's going to be 2-0 count. Cooper Francis, the freshman, getting loose in the bullpen. 3-0 count. Looks down the line. Medina gives him the old number 1.
Oh, number 1.
Which means Mr. Automatic is coming. Fastball down the middle. Now,
It was a
I
breaking
was
ball there,
wrong.
Will.
Yeah, it was.
But we'll take it. All right, folks. Sorry about that. We had some technical difficulties. Our system was out in the sun and it got overheated and we lost connection, but we should be back live now. So
Kuchler's at bat.
yep. What you did miss was at the top of the fourth, the Rice Raiders did score 1 run and brought the game 7-3. Got a foul ball. I think we're good now, Will.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Do we?
You might just have to scoot over a little bit so you can see over.
All right. We'll have a lot of catching up to do here, but yes, score is 4-3.
7-3 there.
Excuse me, 7-3.
Bottom of the fourth.
I'll get back on my game here in a minute. Kuchler 2-2 count. He's going to pop this one high. Going to be near right fielder, settles underneath it, tracks it, and does put Kuchler away. First time Kuchler's been out today. Worked a walk in the first inning and had a single. Scored 2 runs as well. It's going to bring up Sammy Kurtz. Sammy Kurtz had a walk in the first and a triple. 1 RBI and 1 run scored today.
Who is this, Sammy?
Ball is popped up. And that's going to be playable, but the first baseman is going to miss that one.
Good thing, because that ball could have been caught easily.
Yeah, it was working his way over to the fence side and just kind of took that 1 second to look for the fence to see where he was at exactly. And
That's
1
one thing.
second taking his eyes off the ball.
That's one thing. I need to tell Ricky Henson that we need a warning track built around our outfield fence. Give him something to do.
Hard
Nice.
line drive hit into the gap again. Kurtz is on with a single here. He is 2 hits on the day. Bring up Cooper Martin. He had a sac fly in the second innings last at bat. Hard ground ball. Cooper's got speed though. Going to try to get him out at first. And they barely do it. Second out. It's going to bring up Cooper Francis. Cooper drew a RBI walk in the first. Grounded out in his second at bat in the second inning. Gonna offer at the first pitch inside. Shortstop is not gonna be able to get it. They're gonna call that foul ball off the batter. Takes that curveball, ball 1. Drilling, still the pitcher for the Rice Raiders. Count is 1-1. Freshman's gonna pop this one out of play. 2 strikes.
Get caught up there, Will. I was adjusting some stuff.
Appreciate you, Wes.
Yeah. I'm trying. All you can do is give your best, Will.
That's it. That's it. You're doing a heck of a job. So is our left-handed catcher back here today. How about this guy?
Right?
How about this guy?
Right.
Hard ground ball hit to second base. Will retire. Cooper Francis for the 3rd out of this inning. We are headed to the top of the 5th. Cobras leading at 7-3. We'll be right back with some fifth inning action. You're watching Cobra Baseball on the Cobra Sports X Network.
Best network anywhere.
Commitment to community service. It's a mission the First State Bank employees have lived by for more than 60 years. By continuously volunteering, sponsoring school fundraisers, and engaging in community service projects, the First State Bank not only lives its mission, it lives up to its motto, friendliest bank anywhere. So call, stop in, or visit fsblouise.com today and get to know the friendly bankers who are making a positive impact in your community. Eat 'em up, snakes. The First State Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
We'll come back. Welcome back, folks. We have a new pitcher on the bump for the Industrial Cobras, Cooper Francis, freshman. Cooper Francis pitches really well. Does have a lot of movement on his balls. He does pitch when he's in his groove.
Yeah, Cooper typically a starting pitcher coming in here in relief. First one in, called strike. Brown grounded out to unassisted play. Shortstop Nick Kuchler. I'm sorry, he had a single and was later out on a fielder's choice, unassisted.
Unassisted.
Count 1-1. Cooper out of the windup. Ball's going to be low. 2-1's the count.
You know, he's
3-1.
working this right hand, this outside corner. We haven't got that call all day yet. Cooper's trying to make the umpire to make that call.
Not sure where that one missed, but that one looked pretty good. By the way, that's going to be a walk. Brown draws a walk. It's going to bring up Johnson. Johnson had a single in the first, and the fielder's hit into a fielder's choice in the third. Ball's going to be high. Francis throws back to Brown. Brown not getting an aggressive lead over there.
It's not much. They haven't got aggressive lead all game, Will.
It'll be a ground ball to second base. LaRue flicks it to Kuchler. Just a little offline. Great job there by the second baseman. Corral that one and get it out quick. Johnson, fielder's choice. Retires Brown. going to bring up Mills, their 2-hole hitter for the Rice Raiders. 1 out here.
Just keeping that first base runner honest over there.
That and throwing the timing off a little bit, not allowing these batters to get too comfortable on anything either. Kurt's going to set up inside. Francis misses the other way for ball 1. Francis misses high again. Ball 2. 2-0 count. Kurt's going to fire to for 1. Probably going to call that pitch a ball. 3-0 count here to Mills.
That's that same pitch right there, Will. That does look really good, but
Oh, I guess they did call that that other one a strike. It's 3-1 count. My apologies on the throwback from Kurtz. That ball's going to be called a strike as well. Great pitch by Francis.
So
Brings
Will,
the count to full.
Sorry about that. That pitch that we've been thinking is a strike all night. It must be a little low because that ball came in at the same deal, just a little bit higher, and he did call it a strike. So I think that pitch that we're liking so much is just a little low.
And there it was. As Mills draws a walk. Third base runner here in this inning for the Rice Raiders. 1 out on the fielder's choice. It's going to bring up Haley. Haley's had the 2 RBIs in the 3rd inning and flew out to center field in the 1st. Runners at 1st and 2nd for the Raiders. Francis out of the stretch. High breaking ball for ball 1.
You know, Cooper's just up there trying to settle in, start feeling really good. Right.
Yeah. Ball does get past Kurtz, but no one advances. Well, Francis came from the field, right? He came in. He was the last at bat. You know, didn't have a whole lot of time to get ready and settled in.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know. Typically, when you have your relief pitchers, you got them warming up, ready to go.
Yeah. Coming straight out of the bullpen. Not.
Ball 3. You got perfectly capable players that can assist. You know,
Yeah,
cover some
you
spots
can.
while you make those changes. High ball inside, ball 4.
It's going to bring the bases to loaded.
We got a mound visit, so we'll take a quick break.
All right, we're back.
It's going to bring up number 9, Trent.
You know, Will, after the mound visit, give Cooper just a little bit of time just to kind of relax, settle down, let his teammates talk him up, see if he can come back in here.
Out of the windup.
He went.
He's going to say he went. That's going to be strike 1 to Trent. Looking for a ground ball here.
You know, ground ball, get your double play and get out of the inning.
Ball's going to be popped up. Right field, Warren gets underneath it. Third base is going to tag up and scores. Sack fly for Trent.
That's going to bring the score to 7-4 now. Cobra's on top of the Rice Raiders with 2 outs at the top of the 5th inning.
So bring up the pitcher, Drilling. Drilling popped up in the third base in his first at bat. Ball high. Runs at first and second for the Rice Raiders, 7-4. Cobra's leading it. Ball high. 3-0 count to Drilling. 2 outs here. Ball high. Everyone advances. Bases loaded again with 2 outs.
His pitches are looking really good, Will. They're just coming in actually, like, just a little hair high. If he gets that down, we'll be in good shape.
Johnson flew out in the first to left field. This is going to be ball high, inside. You're going to call that strike. 1-1 is a count to Johnson. Going to be ground ball right to Martin. He fields that, touches the bag for the final out. Out of here, after 1 run does score, 7-4 is the score here. Cobra's leading it as we head to the bottom of the 5th. We will be right back with Williams, Warren, and Giannis. You're watching Cobra Baseball on the Cobra Sports Network.
Best network.
Whatever it is you wrangle, whatever seeds you sow, no matter what you nurture or what you choose to grow, at Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, we're proud to protect all Texans.
At Capital Farm Credit, our cooperative returns are a symbol of our strong partnership with you.
So one of the unique things about Capital Farm Credit is the cooperative nature of it. And then when you get that patronage check once a year, we put that money right back into the land.
Together, we're better.
Welcome back, Cobra fans. Cobra's leading it this one in the bottom of the 5th, 7-4 over the Rice Raiders. Into bat, digging in is Cason Williams, a senior. He's going to take first pitch from ball 1. Williams had a triple RBI, 3 RBIs in the first inning, and they hit into a fielder's choice in the 4th.
Yeah, go up there, be a patient batter against this kid.
Sorry, he did not hit into the fielder's choice. My apologies. He got walked. He was out on the fielder's choice. Counts 2-1. Need to do a better book here, Wes.
Yeah. It's not really my job.
After that short meeting, we'll get back to it. Breaking ball is going to get in there for a called strike. 2-2 is the count.
You know, Will, that's that pitch that's been missing all night. I mean, all day, I should say, for us. So
He's going to set back up out there again. Williams going to offer. It's going to be popped up in the infield. Second baseman settling underneath it and puts it away for the first out here in the bottom of the fifth.
that breeze feels really good.
It sure does.
We finally got a breeze.
Bryce Warren, the junior right fielder, digs in now. Bryce had a single, RBI single in the first, and then lined out to the second baseman in the fourth. Bryce seeing the ball very well today. Going to take that called strike there. Warren's going to swing and miss on that deceiving pitch. Just kind of broke off the plate and dove into the ground. Warren behind here, 0-2. Warren gets a hold of that one into center field, just a little inside. He is put away for the second out. It's going to bring up 9-hole hitter, your junior left fielder, Aiden Yanish. Two outs here, bottom of the fifth. Giannis watches that first one. Strike one.
Go, ball.
Line drive out to left field. Left fielder does get tracked on it and puts Giannis away for the third out. So go down in order. 1, 2, 3. We will be back with the top of the sixth. You're watching Cobra Baseball on the Cobra Sports Network.
Best network anywhere.
Welcome back, Cobra fans. Up to bat here in the top of the sixth for the Rice Raiders is going to be Sanford, their number 7 hitter. Sanford popped out to Kutzler in his last at bat. Cobras leading at 7-4. Cooper Francis back out on the mound for the Cobras. Casey Williams in center field. Made that swap last inning. First pitch is going to drop in for a called strike. Francis out of the windup. Misses off the plate. Count is 1-1. Ball's going to another jammed up batter. Ball's going to fall into left field there for a single for Sanford. Lead off. Leadoff runner for, no, leadoff runner for Sanford here in the top of the 6th. Fuller up to bat. He's going to try to bunt. He did offer on that. Be a call, going to be strike 1. Francis out of the stretch. I was going to fall in high. 1-1 count. Rice Raiders dugout getting a little chippy in there. Ball's going to be fouled out of play. Straight back. Fuller now behind in the count, 1-2. No outs here in the top of the 6th. Sanford on base.
Good
This
pitch.
one's going to drop in for a called strike. And Fuller's going to go down looking for out number 1. It's going to bring up the number 9 hole hitter, Brown. Brown had a single in the 3rd and walked in the 4th. It's going to be a called strike in the top of the zone there.
Yeah, well, it does seem like Cooper's finally kind of settled down, kind of getting in his groove of where he needs to be.
Oh, he warmed up now. It's going to be drove to second base side. LaRue's got one play. Makes the out, the forced out at first. Sanford does advance to second.
Leadoff hitter, left fielder, number 18, O.J. Johnson.
It's going to go back to the leadoff hitter for the Rice Raiders. This is Johnson. Francis misses on that first pitch. Johnson has a single in the 1st. Hit into a fielder's choice in the 3rd. And another fielder's choice in the 6th. Ball's going to miss high to Johnson. 2-0 is the count. 2 outs here. Top of the 6th. Cobra's leading at 7-4. Francis out of the stretch. LaRue working the runner at second. Francis is going to drive that strike in for a called one. 2-1. Francis misses high on that pitch. 3-1 is the count. Johnson looking for one pitch right here to drive in a runner. And he saw it, but missed it. It's going to be fouled back to the screen. Count is full.
It'll be a full count there, Will.
Francis gives a look. Delivers that one
Pretty
for a
pitch.
called strike. Beautiful pitch down at the knees there by the freshman. And he gets another one looking. 2 strikeouts in this inning and a ground ball. Sees 4 batters here. Cobras go into the bottom of the 6th, leading at 7-4. When we come back, we're going to see LaRue, Cheney, and Kutzler back to the top of the order. You're watching Cobra Baseball on the Cobra Sports Network.
Best network.
Commitment to community service. It's a mission the First State Bank employees have lived by for more than 60 years. By continuously volunteering, sponsoring school fundraisers, and engaging in community service projects, the First State Bank not only lives its mission, it lives up to its motto, friendliest bank anywhere. So call, stop in, or visit fsblouise.com today and get to know the friendly bankers who are making a positive impact in your community. Eat 'em up, snakes. The First State Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
drilling back up on the mound for the Rice Raiders. LaRue stepping in, digging in for his 4th at-bat of this game. Drilling in 94 pitches, Wes. So this may be the last time we see him if he's able to get through this inning.
94 pitches in the 6th inning, Will. Yeah, he's. Ooh.
LaRue takes ball 1 inside. This one's going to miss off the plate. 2-0 is the count for LaRue. One's going to be in there for a called strike, 2-1. LaRue has not been on base today.
Now's the time, Will. I got a feeling.
Ground ball pop up and a fielder's choice. I'm sorry, he was on base. Fielder's choice, not a hit today. That one's going to go in for a called strike off the plate. 2-2 is the count there.
That ball does sure do look outside from where I'm at. But
LaRue getting that 2-strike approach there. This one's going to go way off the plate. Catcher lines up out there. Works the count full. LaRue goes down looking. Yeah. Cheney up to bat. Swings and misses at the first pitch of drilling. Top of the order not been effective for the Cobras today.
we really haven't. It's been the bottom of the order that's been extremely effective, really.
Ball outside. Count is 1-1. Ball outside to the lefty. 2-1 is the count. Cheney offers at that one and misses just underneath. Counts 2-2. 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. Cobras leading at 7-4. Cheney fouls this one back to the net.
Look at that. That's what you call a good cord right there, Will. It hung on. It's staying charging. It's perfect.
Mount this back on.
It's going to bring the count to full to Jace Cheney. As Will's doing some IT work over there. Foul ball knocked our external battery off. Looks like he's going to take a walk there on that.
Cheney's going to draw the walk. Yeah. 1 out here. Kuchler up to bat. Kuchler walking the first and a single in the second and flew out to right field in the 5th. Kuchler scored 2 of the 7 runs today. Cheney reaches for the first time. Kuchler underneath and pops this one up. Looks like it's going to be out of play. The fence, bud. The fence right there, right fielder. Great effort there by the right fielder for Rice, who just came flying in. That's where your first baseman should be bouncing out to let you know how much room you got.
Yeah, he was flying.
He was cruising. I'm glad the young man's able to get back up.
The only good thing in that situation right there was he was already ducking down, because if he would have been running that speed and hit that crossbar up top, it would have probably been a different story.
I think he pulled up at the very last second, was able to brace himself just a bit. But
I think it was millisecond.
Great effort by that young man, though.
Yes, it was.
Either way, Kuchler does live to see another pitch here. Count is 0-1 with that foul ball. Everybody sets back up again. Drilling toes of rubber. Kuchler with a lead. Great secondary. Going to draw a throw back to first base. He's back in time. Count is 1-1. Ball inside to Kuchler.
What's the pitch count up now to, Will?
2-1. Oh, pitched a lot.
A lot. We're at 94 at the beginning of this inning.
It's ground ball to shortstop.
Well hit ball.
He misses that, goes into the outfield. Cheney does hold up. So E6, but we do have another base runner on for the Cobras. And I believe that's going to call timeout right here. And we have seen the last of drilling as number 13 is walking out to the mound with the coach from Rice. We're going to have a pitching change here at Cobra Field. Cobra's leading at 7-4. We have one out. Base runners at first and second. We'll be right back.
Go. All right, we're back.
We are back, folks, and it's Adolfo Martinez is the new pitcher for the Rice Raiders. So he's getting his warm-up pitches in right now. Sam Kurtz on deck, getting his timing down. And see this new pitchers. We have two runners on base. It's Cheney's over at second, Kucher's at first. One out here, bottom of the sixth. Cobras leading 7-4. See a lot of different baseball going on this week. Something interesting happened the other yesterday.
It's y'all probably seen it. If you haven't, all you gotta do is go to Facebook and check it out, and go to Ganado Athletics or something with Ganado Baseball. You know.
Yeah, Ganado's playing out in Bloomington, and a young man hit his first home run, and apparently that ball is part of school property.
A $5 ball. It's rather expensive.
They are expensive. Wes,
I guess
right.
they couldn't pay for the gas to mow the grass around the field. They were worried about the baseball. But good job out to the young man that hit the home run for Ganado for his first one. That's a big accomplishment, and the ball should go to the player.
Yeah, you know what? He's always going to have that story, though. He's going to have one of the best first home run stories I've ever heard.
For sure. And I did hear that he did get to keep the ball at the end of the game.
Fouled back into the net, Kurtz.
They did make the decision to give him the ball, so which is a good thing, but it should have never been in that situation in the beginning.
Well, I know that all of Industrial's baseballs are stamped property of Industrial, so.
That way, it's school policy.
Ball high to Kurtz, brings count 1-1. Cheney at second base and Kuchler at first. One out here in the bottom of the sixth. Kurtz hammers that ball again into the gap in right field. Right fielder makes a catch. Cheney's going to tag up and advance to third on that. Runners at the corners, Wes.
Hey, that played out really well for us against Edna. Runners at the corner, so let's see if we can just go ahead and keep that magic up, bringing old Cowboy up to bat.
Yeah, Martin hit by pitch in the first, sac fly in the second, and ground out to shortstop in the third. Two outs here. Kutzer's going to go ahead and take second, but ball's going to be fouled up first base side, but first baseman is not going to be able to get over and make the play. He was being cautious for that fence.
He was. After seeing his fellow teammate, he may have been just a little timid.
Well, that's almost those ones when you're running back that way. You really don't want to catch those, because with a runner at third, tagging up.
We can go with that. We can just call smart baseball on that right there.
I'm talking wrong here because we have two. They have two outs, so you do want to catch that one. Pay attention to the game, Will. Ball outside.
Well, you would think that I'd pay more attention to how many outs we have running the out, because I still had one out over here. So
1-1. Martin chops this one to third, fields it, fires a shot to first, and they are going to get him in time for the third out. Cobras threaten here in the top of the sixth, but do not score. We are heading to the seventh here at Cobra Field. We'll be right back. You're watching Cobra Baseball on the Cobra Sports Network.
best network anywhere.
And we're back, folks. Cobra's leading this one 7-4. Cooper Francis back out on the mound. For the Cobras, this is going to be number 2-hole hitter Mills as he watches that first strike blow past. Francis misses on that breaker, just barely. 1-1. Mills' little defensive swing there to just try to get a piece of something, go opposite field, ends up going foul. 1-2, he is behind in this count. 2-hole hitter for the Raiders. Francis delivers a little chopper. Cooper Martin fields it, fires the first, and they get Mills out for the first out.
Brings up one down there, Will. It's a good start to the seventh inning there.
Haley up to bat. Haley's has 2 RBIs on the day. 2 of the 4 runs scored for the Raiders comes off the bat of Haley. So he's going to watch that first breaking ball in for a strike. Another one comes in. Called strike 2.
Oh, Young Gun's curveball is working really well.
Kurt sets back up, a little low this time, misses. 1-2. Francis working comfortably out of the windup. This one's going to be popped up to right field. Bryce Warren tracking it in foul territory, makes the catch. Puts Haley away for the second out. 2 down. Cobras are 1 out away from sewing up that 4th place spot in district. Up to bat, Trank. He's been here a bunch of times today. That one's going to drop in for the called strike. 0-1 to count. This is going to be popped foul out of play. 0-2 the count to Francis. Francis delivers and puts him away. The freshman gets the save here in at Cobra Field. Cobras win this one 7-4. We're heading home to go enjoy the rest of this day. I hope you guys are too. Thanks for watching. Cobras hold that 4th place spot solely right now. We'll be back next Tuesday as the Cobras take on Hallettsville here at home. If you're around, come on out. I'm sure we'll have some type of food for you.
Come on.
If not, go ahead and you can always watch it on the Cobra Sports Network.
Until then, we'll catch you on Tuesday.
Yeah. Good game. Go
Good game.
Cobras.
Go Cobras. There you go.